Greetings everyone. It is day 4, I believe, of getting the utilities squared away, going through the foundation, etc. And I wanted to start by saying hello and a big thank you to Jennifer and Greg, good friends of ours. Started watching the videos and subscribed, so thank you. I also noticed I got several more subscribers the last few days. Unfortunately, I can't tell who you are. I don't know how to see subscribers that don't have the setting on their channels, shows that to make those public. So, but thank you everybody that's subscribing. I appreciate it. And I'll get started on the utilities. I want to finish up that 39-inch deep trench for the electrical utility. It's almost done. That one's just a pain. I thought about, at this point, I could probably get under the foundation now with my tractor, or my backhoe, but it would just make such a big hole, and then I'd worried about the house foundation actually collapsing in that and making a big mess. So I'll keep chiseling away with the jackhammer to get down to that 39-inch depth, and I'm thinking maybe I'll have about 20 more minutes in it, half hour at the most. So let's get going. I think we are okay now, so I'm going to go cut a piece to come up from that elbow. The meter height is 66 inches above finished ground, so I will probably put a 5-foot piece on that. Because the meter is up high on the box and the bottom of the box is lower, so I think a 5-foot stick coming up will be plenty high. Let me go cut that and I'll be back. So I put my digging bar on the end of, holding the end of that, because when I push down on this, I don't want it to slide out, and this is medium duty PVC cement for this stuff, and so it dries pretty fast. Let me see if I can get this connected up. Oh yeah. You are in. Woo! All right, not sure what kind of shot that was, but we are there. All right, let me get a cap on this end so nothing gets down in there. And then I will wrap it with the foam and pull it back so it looks like that and has a little bit of clearance of cement going around it. Well, I got busy and completely forgot to finish filming the rest of this, but the electrical utility is stubbed in. There's my number 4 wire, goes down and is connected to the rebar down there. So it's connected to a 20-foot long piece. That, I mean, it's actually more than that because they're all wired together. So, but it's got to be at least a 20-foot long piece. So that's a clamp that is rated for burial in concrete. And then, so they call that the Ufer ground, I believe is what it's called. So that's got taken care of. And then back here in the back, I finished cutting in the sewer that I marked yesterday. There's my water pipe, water supply pipe. This is a conduit for the wires that come from my solar panels. So the power that the solar panels will make will come up in that conduit to the breaker panel that's going to sit back here. And then the last thing we did was I stubbed out another piece of sewer pipe, ABS sewer pipe over here at my highest point for a clean out. So we'll end up cutting that off, and I'll either have a 90 going up with a threaded cap that I can run a snake or a jet down in later, or it might be just barely under or just barely above finish, so it may just get a threaded cap adapter on the side once it's done. But anyway, that was today's progress. So I have one more conduit I want to put in case I need to run electricity to, if I ever want to build. I was thinking about building a little barn up over there in the future. So I will probably stub one more conduit up in the wall for that. And then the last thing I'm going to do tomorrow, I'll spend a bunch of time taking baling wire and going from this stake to that stake to hold the bottom of the forms nice and tight. So we put all of the vertical stakes across from each other so we could wire that to hold. I mean, I did put in the wedge ties, but just to be safe that the bottom of the form doesn't spread out too much and crack those stakes, and then all of a sudden we have a mess. So having that baling wire around those stakes will hold the bottom nice and tight. I want to say a big thanks to Curtis from Performance Heating and Air. He came down to help me get this stuff in the wall today. He was cutting hole saws while I was cutting the lengths of pipe and getting it all glued together and stuff like that, and then wrapping the foam around the pipes when they're in the walls. But thank you, Curtis, for the help today, and it's always more fun having someone to work with. You know, we probably did more talking than working today, but it definitely was more fun. So thank you again, and hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.